human asset.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to another SCUM University. This is going to be a graduate program video on suppressors, an update that came out on June 7th of 2019, talking about rifle and pistol and submachine gun and even sniper rifle suppressors. We're going to go through the in-game looted suppressors that we can find in bunkers and military bases, police stations and such, and we're also going to go through the crafting menu on how to craft improvised suppressors, which we have right here. All of these are brand new to these to the June 7th update, which was the last update when from the time I shot this video. This should be a pretty quick and self-explanatory or easy tutorial. We have all of our crafting components that we need for the bottle suppressor. There's even an oil filter suppressor that we can make out. We just need a toolbox for that one. Yeah, we need a toolbox for that one, so that makes it different. And then we also have can suppressors over here that we can make out of those components there. So we'll go over these individually. Very quick, very easy to make. Once you find a pistol, you should be able to, or pistol or any firearm, you should be able to whip one of these up relatively quickly as soon as you find these components. And most of these components are readily available. So we will start with the bottle suppressor, the improvised bottle suppressor. There's two different variations. You need a knife, you need a bottle, and you need a roll of duct tape, all up here. You can use any of the knives up here, and you craft that suppressor. Very easy, and it's very effective, works on most weapons. So we have that improvised suppressor set right there. We will do another one, the other bottle suppressor. It's the same thing, duct tape, different bottle, and a knife. And they look, there's one gray and one white. As far as I can tell, there's no difference in them other than the color. So you can completely customize your, whichever weapon that you'd like. You can completely customize it down to the color of the improvised suppressor. So kind of cool. We'll continue on here with the oil can, which is right there. You find these a lot in the towns and the shops. We have two variations of toolboxes. You need one of them. You don't need both. You need, or either or. You need one of those, and you just craft it up, and it does the same thing. It kicks it out, and you have your improvised oil can suppressor right there. Go back to first person so you can take a close look at it. It's actually sitting in the shadow there, so let's move it out. But yeah, that's the improvised knife that we're using for all this stuff. And then we have our can suppressors. So we'll start with we got 3 cans here, but there are only 2 suppressors that we can make. Duct tape, a can, and a knife. And we have the same thing. Come down here, we have the gray can suppressor right there. Come over here, we have the red can suppressor. And boom. So all those things, we made those suppressors, all of those suppressors very quickly with no cuts in the video or anything like that. We made them all rather quickly. These things will attach to a lot of the firearms, most of the firearms, submachine guns, rifles, and other firearms, pistols, pretty easily, pretty readily. There are a couple of specialized weapons that do not take these, but we will let you figure those out as we go along. Be right back. We'll go downstairs here and we'll show you a couple of different layouts that I have. I'm not going to go through all the weapons, but I will go through a few just so you can check it out. So be right back. We will head downstairs and check them out. Alright guys, so over here we have set up, we have a table for the assault rifles. We have an Mark 18 suppressor right here, the in-game Mark 18. Which will also fit on you just slide it over and you can put it right there, put it right on the end of the Mark 18. The same suppressor will also work on the M16. So just like the magazines, the M16 magazines will work with both. The rounds work with both. That's just something to keep in mind for that. So the assault rifles. If we slide over here, these are the ones that we made upstairs. So we took that suppressor off. This bottle suppressor, improvised suppressor will go on. This improvised suppressor will go on. This improvised suppressor works, as does the other two can suppressors. So they all work the same. They all seem to work the same, and they relatively, as from what I can tell, they have the same ballistics and such. So that is the. And we'll switch over here just to show you the M16 as well. I'm not going to go through every gun, but I do have a few laid out. It is, you know, the M16 works with all these. This assault rifle works with these. So we will shoot a few of them in a little bit, but I just wanted to show you the differences here. And I will put on this one, when we come back and shoot, I will put a bottle suppressor on there so you can hear the difference. All right, let's walk over here to the pistols. Pistols are pretty much the same thing. I just have my normal loadout M9 pistol here. We have Tech 1 M9. Put it in our hands. It's already loaded. Over here we have the looted silencer, that's or the suppressor, that's in police stations and bunkers and such. Fits nicely. And again, bottle suppressor fits. Oil can suppressor fits. Can suppressors fit. And that shows you the pistol. So we will pop over here to the Mark 80, the M82. So over here, the M82, we have, pick it up, monster gun. This one is different because it does not work. So it has its own suppressor in game where you can loot it, and it works. So we'll take that. We're just going to drop, actually, we're just going to put it in the inventory. And then if you try to put any one of these on here, it will not work, which you could expect because it's such a beast of a gun. I would not expect any of these improvised cans or bottles to silence this weapon at all. So we are going to put that scope on there for the test that we're going to do in a little bit, just so you guys can hear these things fire and the difference of them. Again, I'm not doing them all, but I have a few set up. Over here I have a submachine gun, MP5, and same thing. We pick it up. It's already loaded. That's the lootable MP5 submachine gun suppressor. Then we have the other bottle suppressors work. Both bottles work. Both cans work. And as does the oil can. So we will put the oil can on here. Actually, not yet, we won't. We will put the oil can on the table for now, and we'll start here with what they sound like, with a few shots being fired. So we will. So the ballistics are still on point, even though in a real life situation, the ballistics with a suppressed weapon would definitely be screwy. So that's the MP5. Definitely a different sound to it. Over here we got the pistol. Take it in our hands, turn around, and we'll take a couple of shots at this nice target down here. Nice little spread there. Didn't hold our breath, so the lines, the trajectories are definitely off a little bit. And for this one, we will use the M9 suppressor, and we will test the difference between the M9 suppressor and a improvised and see if there is a difference. One thing you will notice that the sight picture is a little bit off. You won't be able to see directly down your sights, front sight, past your front sight to see the sight picture, so that's a little tougher to kind of manage, but it still works. Again, nice sound to it. It's got a nice little snap to it, but certainly not by any means quiet, but it's nice. Come back here, we'll see. Now this one, the improvised, look at the difference in the sight picture now here. Sounds relatively the same, but you are going to definitely have a hard time trying to line up a shot there and hit a target that's a good distance away. So keep that in mind. Drop this, and we will drop the pistol. Come over here to the rifles area. We have already fixed on the M16. Over there, nice and easy. Got it suppressed. Here is without it suppressed. Much louder. Those are the non-suppressed. That is the in-game lootable suppressed. Now we will try the, we'll just use an oil can filter here. And we'll walk over here. And because we have a scope, we don't have any impingement of our sights. Now watch this. I take the ACOG off. Still got our iron sights picture, which is good on the blue oil can filter sights. So that's good. Not too much impingement on the sight picture there. So let's go to the Mark 18, which is one of my favorite rifles. We'll first shoot it without a suppressor at all, with the red dot sight. I love this rifle. Again, nice sight picture, good to go. We will put the Mark 18 suppressor on there. Much quieter. Again, that's the in-game suppressor. Nice sight picture, well-grouped shots. And now we will put on a bottle suppressor. No real difference. No real difference in the two, whether it's improvised or if it's the lootable suppressors. Not a real difference in it. Let's take off the red dot just to see if it's any different with the bottle suppressor. Nope, same thing, iron sights, good to go with the iron sights. I'll pop back over here, and we will drop our weapons, and let's go check out the big boy. This thing will be ringing the dinner bell for any puppets in the area for quite a good distance, so definitely gonna pick this thing up. This thing is a beast. So we'll drop down, take a look down the scope. I did park a car way the hell out there, but I can't even see the car. It was 600 meters out, but I think it's behind a bush, so take a 300-meter shot here. Huge, huge sound, right? The thing is a veritable cannon. Could pretty much wake anything up anywhere. Alright guys, now we got the Mark 82, the MK82 Barrett 50 cal. We have the suppressor on there. Look at that monster. But we will get into prone position here. Look down the barrel. Testing the difference between the suppressed and not suppressed. Look down the barrel. We will take a breath. And you definitely can hear the difference in the Mark 82 suppressed versus not suppressed. Pretty sure from here we could probably hear it from the Navy Yard, not suppressed. That you're going to have every puppet within a mile trying to come after you at that point. And with this gun, may not be such a great idea. But again, suppressed versus unsuppressed, those are the difference. This is probably the biggest difference. Again, the suppressors are they serve their purpose. It works out very nicely. So I'd like you to, if you guys know of any weapons that do not allow any of the improvised suppressors, could you please drop that in the comments for me below? The guys who play the game, the players who play this game, if you could drop those into the comments below, just let me know which weapons don't work with certain suppressors if you know of anything, or if you have anything to add to this video, please do. Don't forget to watch until the very end for just the tip. Now it's time for Just the Tip with Nate Wolf 49. We're going to talk about the improvised suppressors and a quick tip on crafting with the improvised suppressor, with the can suppressors especially, and this also goes for the bottles. You have to make sure that the cans are full, and it doesn't make any sense. How would you make a suppressor by drilling holes in it or taping it up with a full can? But that's what it is. It's probably got something to do with the quality in the game. The 0 probably means that there is 0 quality left in this thing to craft anything with. So that's what I'm assuming it means. But just keep in mind that when you are crafting a can suppressor or a bottle suppressor, they have to have some sort of liquid inside them. It could be 1 of 3, could be 2 of 3, could be 1 of 5, but it needs something. So the 0 is probably not going to work. So we're going to craft a couple of these just to show you. One of them works. We have 3 different cans. Second one works. The third one, it will not allow me to craft it because there is no liquid in there. So no liquid in that one. Right there, these 2 became suppressors, though that one is 0 of 3. So that just confirms the theory. That is Just the Tip by Nate Wolf 49. So don't forget to go to the website, Nate Wolf Live. Nate Wolf 49.live, and up at the top there's a link to my Discord. I'm using Discord to do my notifications now. I hit Twitter and Facebook as well, but Discord is going to be my primary one from now on. So go hit that. Please, if you learned anything from this video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and please hit that notifications bell so YouTube will notify you when I'm online as well. Please check out the other SCUM University playlists, and the videos that are popping up should be right about now. Stay safe and peace out.